Another advancement in connectivity for HTML5 is something that is called server-side events. It's similar in the relationship to WebSockets in the previous lesson, except that it is only unidirectional. It's only sent in one direction. And what this allows is that you can send a message from the server to the client without the client specifically requesting something. And this can be used in a variety of ways. Next example I'm using shows a simple way that we can just get the time from the server. Maybe not so practical, but it gives you the technical details of the concept here. So I'll just show you. There's not a lot to see, but I'll show it to you anyway. The page is basically showing the time and date from the server, and it's being sent to the browser without the browser actually requesting it. And then the code for this server-side event, the server is initiating the event and sending it, is the following. I have two files, an index.html and then a PHP, a server script. Once again, a little more advanced for this course, but you kind of need it to show the finer things in HTML here. The HTML doesn't do a whole lot. It has a div tag to show the time from server, and it has an event onload, and it calls a function that's called init, initialize. And here's the function in the script tag in the head portion of the HTML document. You're going to see that I create an event, a variable that's an event, and it is created from the actual PHP script that's executing on the server. And then I say on message. When there is a message, then I want you to get the data from the event and put it into the HTML. And so this one does all the work, as you would say. We're at the server, and it streams, and all it does is continue. It sleeps for a couple of seconds, and then it sends. You don't have to worry too much about this code, but what it does is that it constantly sends the date and time formatted as we saw in the result every 2 seconds. So that's it. So we're sending the time. And you could, of course, do things where you connected to a database on the server and sent some type of useful data and so forth. Updates or so forth, or whatever it might be, or prices or inventories for when someone's buying something in a shopping cart and they place items. You can update the inventory if someone else is buying the same item at the same time. So there's lots of cases where you might want to send real-time information from the server to the browsers without them specifically requesting the information. So look at this and become acquainted with it as with the other examples.